What seems to be overrated until you actually try it? Being nice. Can't believe how many people return the favor. Getting skincare that actually works for you instead of whatever is convenient. I had terrible acne for years and I would just use whatever skincare I got my hands on instead of finding something that actually cleared up my skin. 2 things work: boots, shoes and quality underwear. If you work on your feet, do not skimp on your footwear. It saves on fatigue and body aches just for starters. I am currently wearing the ugliest pair of boots I've ever owned, just because they were the most comfortable pair I tried on while shopping. They are work boots. Who gaff what they look like? They will be filthy on the first day at a construction site. As far as the underwear, once you wear a good quality pair, you'll never want to go back. Good headphones. You'll hear little nuances in music you've heard hundreds of times before but didn't notice. A weighted blanket. A good sound system to go with a TV. Many fancy, expensive restaurants. I've always been frugal. After marriage I've joined my in-laws on several occasions for nice dinners. My taste buds are still in shock at the flavors that exist among foods I've eaten all my life. There is a true art to cooking that can't be replicated without years of education and training. On the other hand, hole-in-the-wall places. Some of the best cheap foods are gonna be served by a lovely grandmother in an alley tenement or a food truck parked in an unused auto body shop parking lot. People always say that you should try the locals' food, and I absolutely agree. If a place seems sketchy, but there's a line at 1 AM, the food is gonna be good. Hiring movers. I used to pride myself in my moves, but that was just me and my stuff from one bedroom to another. When I got married, we started renting our own apartments and the stuff accumulated over the years. When we moved to NYC we hired my buddy's moving company and it was amazing. When we moved apartments the next year, we hired another company and it was so nice not having to move a single thing up the stairs. We have not moved in 6 years now and I hope we won't have to anytime soon. But we will 100% pay the extra hundreds of dollars to not schlep couches and dressers. 100% my friend. Having moved apartments 4 times and hating every single minute of it, I decided when I bought my house that I would pay a company to do it. The $300 I paid was so worth it. Just the thought of having to move all of my stuff now gets me irritated. Getting a good massage. I was almost 30 and had never had one before, and I didn't really care to anyway, but my girlfriend found a deal for a couples massage on Groupon at some crappy hole-in-the-wall place, so we went. It was a terrible massage and I left feeling worse than when I came in. I thought my apathy towards massages had been confirmed. A while later my back was really hurting, so I decided to maybe give it one more shot at a nicer place. This time it was amazing and so peaceful I almost fell asleep. I walked out the door with no back pain and feeling completely refreshed. I'm glad I gave it a second chance. A bad massage will make you wish you'd left bad enough alone. A good massage will make you wonder why you didn't get one sooner. A great massage will find incipient problems you didn't know you had so you can work on fixing them before they hurt. And a great one usually costs no more than a good one. Actual running shoes. Some shoes are meant for running, man. Seconding this. I got nice shoes after buying from Payless my whole life. They're not even running shoes, but I went from a quarter-mile run at most to a mile and still climbing thanks to these shoes. And no shin splints anymore. Really good water pressure from a shower head. Also Monster Energy ham. Actually spending time improving your relationships with family and friends. The older I get, the more I regret not having spent more time with family and friends. I cannot emphasize this enough. A quality pillow. Can confirm. Due to being born poor, I had the same pillows for far longer than I should have. I'm talking you might as well sleep on an empty pillowcase levels of used pillow. When I finally got a job that paid a decent wage, the first thing I brought was a pillow. That was the best investment in my life. Getting 8+ hours of sleep. Finding something you truly enjoy. For me, although I suck, it's 3D modeling, so go out there and try out some hobbies. You never know what you'll like. Sucking is the first step towards being sort of good. Tailored clothing. You can have just about any body shape, but when you have it tailored to your actual size you go from looking okay to looking amazing. Hawaii. It seems cliche and overdone, at least in US, but for good reason. I used to wonder why people would fly so long just to go to the beach when FL or CA is so much closer. It's a true cultural experience, not just beaches and tropical drinks. I thought to look at the starry sky is boring, but in fact it is very beautiful. When I was a child, my dad taught me about the constellations and birdwatching. He said if you know the stars and birds, you'll never be bored wherever you go. He was right. Good quality fruits and vegetables. It may sound overrated, but good. Fresh foods taste amazing. Sleep, nutrition, hydration. Believe me when I say this, it's a cold, dark world until you tune those three together. Thanks, I really think I needed to hear this. Going to bed early as frick. Yoga and meditation. It's ridiculous how hard it can be to just sit within yourself, but once you've done it and found the quiet, it's hard to stay away. I was gonna say this also. The thing is, you get better at it the more often you do it, and what begins as almost a chore evolves into something you look forward to because you know how great you're gonna feel afterward. Exercise. Drinking water. It's amazing how much better I feel when I consciously choose to drink more water. I drink around 10-13 pints of water a day. I have a serious desire to consume something 24/7, so rather than alcohol or snacking, I just drink water. As a millennial, a full-time job and falling asleep early, was a night owl for years, depressed for a few, had a few part-time jobs here and there because I thought that I would hate working full-time. Turns out I like waking up early and really needed the structure in my life. Helped with my depression immensely, and I'm not so sad anymore these days. Sure, I have less time to do other things, but now they actually feel like hobbies, not like things I use to pass an excessive amount of time. I agree 100%. I started my first full-time job last month and it's so nice having structure in my life. I honestly prefer it a bit over going to university. My school schedule is never consistent day to day, so it's hard to get used to. I love being able to sleep at the same time every night. Talking to a therapist. It can really help. Important note, before you go in, steel yourself for the very likely probability that the first therapist you go to will not interface with you in an optimal manner. It sucks, and everyone who's been through this knows what I mean, but it always bears repeating that you often have to go through a few before you find the one who works for you. Reading. VR. I looked at it at conferences but never really got into it. After using a headset in a more private environment, I found it amazing. It really is completely different. In a private environment. I'm assuming golf, considering how freaking boring it seems and how much people who play love it. Can confirm, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch golf, but playing with friends or family and it can be a really fun thing. Good mouse for your PC. I've been using random $10 stuff. Around 2008 I got SS Canna, and this spring I got G403, and holy crap, it's so good. If Apex Legends had a good stat tracker, I am sure I've jumped quite a lot of steps just from mouse change. Even better is if you pair an excellent mouse with a 144Hz monitor. It's way too smooth. Putting salt and pepper on a sandwich. Life changing. That's brilliant. I'm going to have to try that. Reading the book before watching the movie. Don't get me wrong, I love movies. I just find it enhances both if I go in that order. Yes, makes the movie so much better since you already have a sense of the characters and setting, and it's fun to see how they make things a bit different. Also, if the book wasn't that great but the movie is well done, you'll end up loving it so much more. Looking at you, Revenant. Not being poor. Now I'm lower middle class and that money makes all the difference in the world for my health and happiness. Who would have thought? Money can't buy happiness should really be money can't guarantee happiness all the time for everyone, because holy crap, can a little money buy a lot of happiness when you have none. Nice crap for yourself like a shower head, nice sheets, matching cups, a good wardrobe, healthy meals, exercise. When you put together any one part of this, it seems like nothing, but after 9 months and you've improved all of these small things, your life will feel way better and your dates and friends will really notice. Into the Spider-Verse. I was incredulous when my brother told me it was one of the best movies he had ever seen, and then I saw it. It's my favorite animated movie now, possibly my favorite movie in general. High refresh rate monitors. You think you know what smoothness is until you get one of these. Then you look back at 60 Hz and wonder how you ever found that smooth in the first place. Cleaning. Everyone thinks this is a chore, but there's actually great benefits when you clean your house and your bedroom. You get some exercise and you actually have a lot more space, and it's good for your health. Cocoa butter. Classical concert. Actually hearing the instruments in front of you is breathtaking. Period. Drinking a lot of water throughout the day. Trampoline parks. Took my toddler and wife to one for a kids party. We were out doing errands before, so we showed up early. I had no intention of doing that childish stuff. It costed close to the same to buy an hour for the family as it did just for one toddler, so we said what the heck. Turns out that I haven't had that much fun in a while, and really needed that time with my family. We have been stressed out about buying a house, switching jobs, cut in pay, etc. But instead of suffering through a toddler birthday party like I expected, my wife, kid, and I had a blast with each other, just jumping and playing, and I felt like a kid again. Not many other parents really did it that much, and we were definitely going at it the most. I felt a little self-conscious being all sweaty and out of breath, but then I looked over at my family having such a good time and I instantly said frick it again, and we were going at it until they called time on our hour that we bought, and we reluctantly vacated the trampoline area. B-days. A healthy relationship. Japanese toilet. Using the toilets will never be the same. Putting continuous effort into actually training your dog. At first I kind of just thought we were stuck with this dog that got anxious and barked a lot when we had visitors. I've stopped making excuses and just try training methods over and over, and I'm seeing slight improvements and something to look forward to. I usually roll my eyes when I hear this, but mindfulness and meditation. I just took a really good course at my job for precepting new employees, and we had the section on mindfulness and meditation. Cue the eye rolling. But it was so interesting, and I really gained a lot of insight about how to apply principles on both my personal and professional life to maintain wellness and well-being. Chonk is back. Tell him hi Chonk in the comments and he will bring you good luck once again. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.